it's time for Lefties Losing It. Let's start, Lefties, with my favourite moment over the weekend where President Donald Trump called out the far-left Maine Governor, Janet Mills, who's refusing to abide by federal laws and protect women's sport from male bodies. Grab the popcorn and enjoy this exchange.
Is Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Well, I'm here.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Oh, doesn't
I got to see that again.
Is Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Well, I'm here.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Ooh-wee. That's like a daddy and a daughter right there. You know those teenage daughters when they start to act up? I know boys do it too, but daddy came home and he said, no, you thought you were getting away with it? It's not going to happen. We can go to court. That's going to be an easy one. And I don't know about y'all, but I love watching this transparency of our president. It's better than anything that Netflix is putting out. It's gooder than chicken, seeing all these disrespectful politicians get their butts whipped in public. And exchanges like this right here are exactly why I voted for Trump, because the man stands on business. He's not going to sit around catering to all the BS and the liberal propaganda, the gaslighting. No. There's a new sheriff in town who's busting through the front door and delivering truth and justice. And although a lot of these dirty crooks got away with stuff like this the first term, this 2025 MAGA administration is completely draining the swamp of all the corruption. And Lord willing, they get all of it completely out of there.
Oh, doesn't she look mad there? Imagine being so committed to allowing men to invade women's sport that you go to court over it, that you defy federal laws. What sort of extreme left simpleton would do something like that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's something the Maine governor prepared earlier.
You can run, but you know it's ending. At the
What in
bottom of the grave, you're digging now.
I have no words for that. Let's check in.
Oh, it's getting hot up in there. Oh my goodness. Satan was all over that one, y'all. Oh, wait. That's a governor dancing at a drag show. Are you kidding me? Land sakes. She should be ashamed of herself for trying to throw women's sports under the bus. You're a woman. I mean, I know you're out there dancing at satanic drag shows and all, but you're still a woman. You are what you are, fresh out the womb, because that's what God knitted you together as. So she should feel disgraced. I know she doesn't, but that's disgraceful.
Let's check in with the former Veep, the woman who was one geriatric heartbeat away from the presidency before she squandered billions to run the worst campaign possible and lose all 7 swing states. Apparently, being a uniquely awful candidate entitles Kamala to some sort of a participation award. I assume this is what this is.
Oh, Beta Doug. What is going on? Wait, Kamala Harris Chairman's Award at the NAACP? Are you for real?
I'll have more on that later with Josh Hammer, but I know what you'll want to hear. You want one of those inspirational Kamala speeches. The woman's oratory skills are unmatched.
Oh, and while we have no illusions about what we are up against in this chapter in our American story, this chapter will be written not simply by whoever occupies the Oval Office, nor by the wealthiest among us.
Ooh, she dropped the various accents there and actually stuck to the script. That was a very un-Kamala-like performance, I've got to say.
I'm so sick and tired of seeing Kamala. Bless her heart, but people feel that sorry for her that she's literally out here getting awards for losing from civil rights organizations. What exactly are they celebrating? Because last time I checked, she didn't enhance anybody's rights. She enhanced her bank account at our expense and nearly destroyed our 250-year republic. Excuse me, there's nothing honorable about any woman going horizontal to take their careers vertical. That's just straight up nasty. And I thought seeing her drunk last week looking like Nancy Pelosi at that Broadway musical, I thought that would be the last that we had to suffer through seeing her. But hopefully this really is the last that we ever see of old cackling Scamala ever again. Pray that that's the case, y'all.
Let's go to a more typical Kamala speech. This is from last week. I know you miss her vacuous word salads. I miss them.
Because then what do we have left? And the way that I see it also is that when we think about like these moments where we see things that are being taken, but also let's see it as nature abhors a vacuum. So where there's a vacancy, then let's fill it.
Yes.
Yes, she makes it very hard to give grace. As a Christian, she makes it very hard to give grace because she just oozes hypocrisy and hate and just nonsense. I feel like I get dumber every single time I listen to her speak, every time I have to see her do her cringy acts. And I hope those kids and people that were part of that Broadway musical, that little speech she gave at the end, trying to be motivational, trying to inspire and give some wisdom that she doesn't possess, I hope they let it go in one ear and straight out the other as far away into outer space as possible. Oh my goodness, this woman.
Let's do that, Kamala. Let's do that right after happy hour is finished. Now, I have some depressing news for lefties losing at fans around the world. And this segment every single night gets millions of views online. And regular fans would know that MSNBC anchor Joy Reid has been a rich source of material for me. But alas, today she was sacked. Where will I find content like this?
I heard about this.
In America, there's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears. Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right? They Karen out, and then as soon as they get caught, it's like, bring waterworks. White men can get away with that too. And it has the same effect. Even as the right tries to politicize the idea that masculinity is being robbed from American men by multiculturalism and wokeism, they still want to be able to have their tears.
I really do hope she's now got more time to post on social media because I need that sort of content. This show doesn't put itself together. I need the lefties to lose it. And not only is Joy Reid a nasty extreme left race baiter, but she's also stupendously stupid. Just listen to this analysis, if you can call it that, of Kamala Harris's election campaign.
I mean, this really was an historic, flawlessly run campaign. She had Queen Latifah never endorses anyone. She came out and endorsed. She had every prominent celebrity voice. She had the Taylor Swift, she had the Swifties, she had the Beehive. Like, you could not have run a better campaign in that short period of time. And I think that's still true.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
She had a flawless campaign. She got dusted and swept, blown out of the country in that electoral college. What's flawless about that? Boy, I'm going to miss seeing that bald cue ball head of Joyless Reid. I mean, unlimited hair pieces, just...
Even the other MSNBC nincompoops looked embarrassed there, but I've got to say I'm genuinely shattered that she's been fired. I've just got my fingers crossed that The View give her a role.
Ooh. So basically, in honor of Black History Month, another DEI hire is history. Joyless Reid is now Jobless Reid. And in the great words of President Donald J. Trump,
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
It's about darn time. I'm not trying to be rude and wish struggles on anybody, but that woman was by far the most race-hustling chin boogier on TV. She's reaping what she sowed, which was nothing but hate and division for years. And I'm praying that she takes all that upcoming free time that she's going to have to quit being angry at white folks and gets right with Jesus. If I can get my English right, that would be a beautiful thing. But she needs to exchange that racism for righteousness. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? I'm not sure that'll happen because MSDNC's new president is a white woman. At least it looks like it is. Her name's Rebecca. She might be Indian, might just be light on the melanin content. Either way, they didn't get rid of the other dumpster fire shows like Rachel Maddow or Jen Psaki. So I have a feeling that Miss Joy, she might be holding some grudges for a little while, but I sure won't though. We should all rejoice at the fact that racism on TV is going to be down like 40%. Now, if we could just get the spew Sunny Hostin out of there, if she ever gets the boot, that'll be another 40% that gets axed from the airwaves. Hallelujah. But shout out to Rita Panahi, shout out to Sky News for always being real journalists and just better than any channel here in America. God bless them for always keeping us entertained in the midst of all this insanity. I love it. And I'd love to hear what y'all think about all this. So drop a comment down below and let's keep the conversation rolling. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, ring that notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. If you like what I'm doing over here and you want to show a little extra love and support, make sure you go check out our website down below in the description section. That way you can get all the awesome shirts and hoodies you see me wearing in every single video, as well as some pretty sweet tumblers and cups. They're all made by my smoking hot wife with tons of different designs to choose from. I like my clothes baggy in the winter, so you got a little extra room to move and groove. That's just what feels gooder than chicken to me. But we got all different sizes ranging from itty bitty extra small to big and hefty 5X, a bunch of colors. I guarantee we got something that you'll like, or at least a great gift for someone that you love. Outside of that, you can always show support by buying me a coffee, joining the Patreon community. You can become a member of the Gibson family here on YouTube by tapping that join button. All those links are always down below in the description section. By no means do you have to do any of that. Just showing up and watching my freckle face on your screens for a few minutes, I am greatly appreciative. I love y'all, and I cannot thank you enough for rocking with me throughout the years. I think I posted my first video on this channel 7-8 years ago, and you have literally changed my life, my family's life for the better. I just can't put into context how grateful I am for y'all. And I know we get into some tangents and some long rants sometimes, and I get fired up. That's how I like it, and that's how y'all seem to like it as well. But just thank you from the bottom of my heart. But until next time, I'll be praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.